kwa sinema. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema. Baby, wachana. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Hey, hey. Hi King Tech, how are you doing? How is your day? Make sure to subscribe and like the live. Ni nini hauogopi? Hiyo ni nini? Hizo ni wimbo gani unaimba? Hizo ni wimbo gani unaimba Shua? Mbona mtu mkubwa kama unakunywa syrup? Sorry. Mi najuanga syrup ni ya watoto akisema. Naonanga ni watoto wenye hawawezi meza, so wanapatia syrup. Ukikohoa unapatianga syrup? Uongo. Uongo. You cannot lie like that. Hi Pookie, how are you doing? Ngoja nileta mafuta nipake kichwa. Si sasa hivi basi nikimaliza tu live hivi. 1 hour. Kimaliza. Good morning. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel. Tell me where you're tuning in from and how is the day? How is your day going? How's your day going, Pookie? How is your day going? Or how was your day? I don't know where you're subscribing from, so yeah. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema. Baby wachana na huo, 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 huo. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini na Julia kwa sinema. Hi Pookies. Hi. Hi Pookies. How are you doing? We are aiming at 3.57. So if you're joining, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you tell me where you're tuning in from. Where are you tuning in from? And tell me how your day was. How is it going? What's the most interesting thing that has happened to you? You know, things like those. Let's be lively. Let's be lively. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the live if you're joining right now. Nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda. Nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka nenda miaka rudi miaka nenda. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, Pookies. No one is commenting. Why are you not commenting? Why are you not commenting? Why are you not commenting? So I was to tell you guys the that movie. How is it called? Age of Attraction. I was watching this movie during the weekend. It's called Age of Attraction, and then it's interesting. Why? Because I don't know why I said it's interesting. Why? I don't even know. So people are going into relationships. So like let's say it's kind of like Love is Blind, but now here you can see the person. You are allowed to ask every question that you want to ask, but you cannot ask how old are you. That's the only point. So it's kind of the same as like Love is Blind, but no, is it Love is Blind or what? Is it that one? But this one you can see someone, you're not falling in love with someone, you're seeing them, you're communicating with them. Like it's not that serious, it's not that serious. And then when you're forming like the connection that you want, you say you're going on different dates. So when you're forming the connection, you say, I want to settle down with, let's say Zipporah, and then you go to a room and then you exchange rings, promise rings, and then you leave the villa. So there's a villa. So this movie was saying that age is just like a number, and they're trying to see if it can beat some societal norms. Zile za ati if tumeshindana miaka let's say 10, you cannot work, and so on and so on. So there's this couple, there was this couple, they this girl had gone on a date with this guy. Now you're just dating someone, you're dating people, and then you're settling to one person. So the first person that she had settled with, she was just feeling like calm and whatnot and whatnot. And then the second person that she was weighing her pros and cons. The second person, she was feeling giddy and butterflies and. She chose the second person. But right nowadays, you don't go for the person who makes you feel giddy and butterflies, because you might find the butterflies are anxiety. You go for the person that feels like home. So she didn't want to choose that person that felt like home, because she was not feeling the thrill. She was just comfortable. So she went for the other guy. Let me tell you something. This girl was 27 when now they had gone into the into that car room, now the promise room. This girl is 27. This guy is, just guess, just guess. These guys are whooping 60. 60. I didn't believe it. I was just wondering what's a 60-year-old doing in that show? Like, I know age is just a number, but it means like if you're 60, it means like you could have literally been my father at one point. Like, you've survived this earth long enough to have experienced some things that I have not experienced. So, in my opinion, they would have dropped there and been like, yo, we are not continuing. But now they continued. Now they went outside the villa, and now they went in real life. Now they went to live together, right? Now, as they're living together, this guy is like, I don't know what they were having a scruffle about, but now they didn't work out. So I was wondering how can it work out? And then this girl was saying that the the man is older than even the father. I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. So I want to understand, is it true that age is just a number? It just depends on, there's this other couple that was saying that it just depends on like the experiences you have undergone. So I'm wondering, if you're 27, how can you have undergone the same experience to someone who is 60? I just want to know. Good morning, my lovely African queen, the girl of my dream. How are you? That is how you should be asking me good morning. I'm fine. How are you, Emeka? How are you? How's your night? How's your day going? Where are you tuning in from? I'm fine. You just made my day. African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where that's in Berlin. How's Berlin? How is Berlin? Are you originally from there, or are you from somewhere else? Just staying there. You take me where you make my heart sing a ling a ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. That's the song that reminds me of that song. Where are you from originally? Hi, Pookies. Have you subscribed to the channel, Emeka? Make sure you subscribe to the channel from Nigeria. I live in Germany. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. When did you move to Germany? Or you've been staying, or you were born in Germany? I should have asked that as the first question. Have you subscribed to my channel? Emeka, you have not. You have not. You are my African queen. The girl, if you're joining, make sure you like the live and you subscribe to the channel. If you are joining for the first time, when did you move to Germany? How is Germany? Moyikwa, what's up? Who are you telling to shut up? What's up? If you are joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You are my African queen. 20th. Mm, that's nice. That's nice. Have you ever been back to Nigeria? Or you've never? If you are joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the live. Hi, Pookies. How are you doing? If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the live. Subscribe to the channel and like the live. Sorry, subscribe to the channel and like the live. Yeah. And tell me where you're tuning in from. How's the weather like there? Is it nice? Is it wonderful? You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart sing a ling a ling. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. I asked because some people just go and then they don't come back because of personal reasons, or they just don't want to come back. So yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's interesting. That's interesting. America, that is interesting. What's the weather like in Berlin right now? Hey, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. Hi, Pookies. I have a question. Uh, is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? Hi, Pookies. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the live. Sorry. Hiyo ni gani sasa unaimba shwari? Unaimba nini maindi? Unaimba nini? Thank you for for wishing me all the best one. I deserve it. Mm, channel compared to previous period. This private, public, and hi, Pookies. How are you doing? If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and watch and like the live. I wish we could have been monetization would not have taken 365 days for you to enter the YouTube partnership program. It would have made a lot of sense. Mm. Or I should start podcasts. I have interesting. So let's see podcast performance. If you are joining, make sure you create a podcast on YouTube Studio. Mm, does podcast add to watch hours? Hi Pookies, how are you? If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the live, you subscribe the channel and like the live. I'm looking at something. I want to understand if you if thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you're also subscribing. So I want to understand in YouTube studio what in YouTube in YouTube, how are you eligible? Can you be eligible also if you add podcasts into the what's it called? If you add podcasts either, can you be eligible? I wanna know. Because if you can, yo, hi, Ayaman, how are you doing? Let's see if retention and more. Okay. Hi, I am. How are you doing? I hope you are doing nice. Where are you tuning in from? If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe like and like the live. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like the live. We wanna see if if we can get monetization through podcast. So we're gonna do something. We're gonna download one of the videos that I have up that could ideally could qualify as a podcast and see if I can turn that into into money, things like those ones. Let's see. The videos that I was with someone, the videos that I was talking about something. Hi. How are you doing? If you're joining for the first time, make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with this one. Hi, how are you doing? If you are joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Save from net. I wanna see if I can get monetization through podcasts. That would be interesting, right? That would be very interesting. That would be very interesting, actually. But I don't want to download save from it. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you are doing nice. How was your day going? That's a YouTube video download. Hi. If you are joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe. Kwani leo ni lini? Mbona sina wasee kwa live? Wait a minute. I made it through. There, there, there. Chill, chillax.